wins.
Nice. And the big story here, Michelle, is all the players that came off the first match said to me, Dave, it's a marshmallow. It's 95 degrees out here, and that ball is playing slow.
We can attest to that. We were on center court a moment ago. It is blazing hot. So for those that like to drive and crash, such as Christian Alshon or Eric Oncins, I would imagine that this game, or this style of game, would suit those that like to place the ball. Serve is deep for Tuionetoa. Ball back to the Orlando Squeeze.
0-2-1.
Perfect movement from Tina Pisnik. Grabs a couple out wide now to start the game.
Yeah, because that first dink was trouble for Tina. She got it back in a safe place.
Schneemann earns a short return. Doesn't matter. Tuionetoa, the enforcer.
That's got to go back to the person that returned the ball. I mean, Etta's just standing there. So that's just a simple tip for all you amateurs at home.
A little wide for Pisnik. Lacy the target, that rotation.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I know they're going to like that, but do you show the air quotes rookie Parker some more love and make her prove her mettle?
Nice.
Well done there.
Right on cue. A heads-up play by Samantha Parker. Made a deep run in Houston a couple of years ago in women's singles. Made it all the way to the final. Caught the attention of many. Schneemann starts it off. Samantha Parker closes it out.
It's a great way to get your first point of the match from those two, and it is going to be a battle all day. And when it's harder to put the ball away, you just feel that pressure because it just keeps coming back because it's so mushy. What a drop from Lacy.
Yeah. Parker loaded up on the backhand side, and Orlando back on the board.
Yeah, and Sam Parker works for the Federal Reserve. Okay, so this is not one of these full-time pickle players.
Really has a ton of work ethic and dedication. Nice pull by Etta Tuionetoa, getting Lacy Schneemann caught off guard.
Yeah, if that ball doesn't bounce in front of Etta, you are putting your partner in peril.
Lacy Schneemann on the attack. Orlando on top by one.
Just what an athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, she's on the left side of the court, and then she is in the middle in one push off.
3-2-2. Point.
Only losses for Orlando so far this season to Brooklyn and to St. Louis.
Off the tape, but what an aggressive mindset. She sent two in a row there, Michelle.
I'd love to see it. She can give us some heads up on what the interest rates are looking like for the rest of 2025 and beyond.
5-2-2.
Gets married and market for a house. refi. Not sure that's her part.
Yeah. Off the tape, right back at you from Tina Pisnik.
And
No apologies.
Pickleball gods are cleaning stuff up quickly. They did it throughout the first challenger match of the day, too. That was a big hold there because you switch down 4. That 11 shows up quickly when it's just one game.
Nice. Schneemann, lively at the kitchen, fully aware. Nice heads-up play. Rancher's second try to gain some ground. What a ball from Pisnik.
It's relentless there.
Side out of the air.
3-5-2.
Finds the opening.
And even though it says Texas on one side and Orlando on the other, Sam Parker lives in Dallas and Lacy lives right here in Austin. So we're not quite there yet, but the ladies in Orlando are very comfortable in these conditions and getting to play in their home state.
Sleeping in their own bed. That goes along with that too, at least for Lacy.
Yes.
That one too high. Tuionetoa is on it.
And that's the interesting thing about this team. Like, I love Etta on the left. Doesn't play it a lot with this.
Football. Right foot.
Ooh, football called on the squeeze. Quick side out. Texas recovers the ball.
And when both referees call it, I mean, if Onisha calls it, we're done. Let's just be clear. But when they both do, just forget about it. You might as well stamp your feet through the word Torre.
3-5-1.
Another nice spot for Schneemann.
Don't be in a hurry. This one, you just let bounce.
3-5-2.
Right. It takes over the middle. Look out.
That's Vagar right there. Just outstanding. I mean, when she's dialed in and hunting the ball like that, she is a monster.
4-5-2. Side out.
How hot is it, everyone? We've got players on the sideline wearing vests packed with ice, including my partner on the call here, Michelle McMahon, is wearing an ice vest here.
Thank you to the kind donation of Ryan DeWidgeon, the Texas Ranchers. It's working, by the way.
Good. What a great coach. And what a great shot from Sam Parker that finds the hip of Tina Pisnik, and I think it's
a ton of power to her game. Lively arm too, trying to protect a 2-point lead. At a right, loaded up and ready.
Etta Tuionetoa was right there. Nice job of Parker believing, and comes back with a forehand out of the air, speed up, and doesn't just put it away because the one before it didn't work. That's important.
Nice drop from Lacy. Yeah.
Oh my, that's the one they wanted. We'll see if that's really important. It could be, because this is going to be tight down the stretch.
4-7-1.
More pressure coming from Tuionetoa and Pisnik.
Yeah, Parker immediately retreated there when her partner's speeding up, and I'd rather see her stand in there with that.
5-7-1.
Pisnik locked and ready. Parker trying to test the line, no dice. Chance to tie it here for the Texas Ranchers.
Timeout, Orlando
The
Squeeze.
home team.
6-7-1.
And timeout taken by the Orlando Squeeze. You get 1 timeout per game, 3 free challenges per match, and we're gonna go right back to break with the players on court. The Texas Ranchers.
With the mist, even better.
6-7-1.
But if all you got's the little fan, use whatever it takes, or wear an ice vest.
Did not know if ice vests were a thing. Grateful that they are.
Look at Tina Pisnik load up the Tui, and Parker was all over it.
How about that swift finish from Schneemann down the middle, too? Everything out in front, concise and compact. Heavy drive, Schneemann keeps it out of reach from Etta Tuionetoa, so she thought. Ball lands inside the baseline, make it 7-all. It's wide enough, just not low enough.
7-7-2.
I don't know if that caught a piece of Parker, but either way, it's Rancher point.
What a ball from Schneemann. I mean, the strides that Lacy Schneemann has taken this season, monstrous. Orlando, a team known to pick out jewels, so to speak, in the professional pickleball scene, and I think they feel validated that they picked 2 in the women's game.
Especially, they feel great about Parker. Lacy had a resume.
8-7-1.
Oh, Schneemann working the Ranchers. Federico Staksrud off of his bench on his feet after that one in celebration for the ladies. Take another look.
And he has been engaged for whatever reason.
That one's going down every time. Tuionetoa invites the chance.
One stop out of the timeout. Can they put the pressure of a game point on their
9-7-2.
paddles?
Ooh. Wow. That return barely snuck over for Etta
She thought she
Tuionetoa.
missed it.
She did. And a 2-point hole. The Ranchers
7-9-1.
take back 2 service chances. And what a setup from Tuionetoa. So patient, too, on their side. Pisnik, Tuionetoa.
And it used to be Pisnik was too patient, just didn't pull the trigger, earned so many good looks. That has changed. Keep sending it back. And the Dragon gets out of the way at the end after the wall of Pisnik, unbelievable. And Fed out on the court is going to get in trouble with the teacher, Onisha. They've already used their timeout, so, oh, smart, so smart by Lacy. Oh, I seem to have forgotten my towel.
In the same direction where Fed is going back. Oh, what an angle.
Second serve.
Samantha Parker comes up clutch. Second serve now, second game point for Tuionetoa.
10-9-2.
Take another look. The angle coming back to the Rangers. Again, Pisnik. Lights out defense. How about that for Rangers? Steal game 1 from Orlando, who had momentum all the way until 9.
And that was the question. With the gauntlet of teams that the Squeeze are going to have to play this weekend, was the 9-2 record you're talked about a mirage because of the quality they played? Man, that was a chance to say, heck no, it wasn't. Still a lot to go here, but that's a heartbreak.
Yeah, 4 of the top 5 teams in action. The Texas Rangers, one of them will be right back.
And it kept coming back, and ultimately you came up 2 points short.
Played really well, too. So now the pressure falls on Federico Staksrud and Dylan Frazier, looking to even out the match series at 1 game apiece. We've got mixed doubles coming up next.
Game 2, time in. 0-0-2.
Oh, Christian Alshon takes off around the corner and realizes that was not the shot.
And the mixed is interesting because I think we have the A versus the B in both matchups as far as who the best team is on each side. So if that is true, then it is imperative for the Squeeze to get this even at 1 apiece.
0-0-2.
Oh, Oncins instigates and capitalizes on Federico Staksrud.
Heck of a catch in the crowd by a Ranchers fan.
And again, the Ranchers take off with the first point on the board in game 2.
That height, it is so hard to make the ball bounce.
1-0-1.
A whole lot of length on the side of the Ranchers. That's the dangers of Alshon and Andre Ionescu on the PPA tour as well. These men are familiar with. Ooh, what a play, Dylan Frazier.
Yeah, because Staksrud asked for a return in the middle to take angles away, and it still was a rocket ship that he had to deal with. So despite the marshmallow, they're still clubbing it.
2-0-2.
Frazier goes at Alshon again. Wrong spot, he says, to Federico Staksrud.
He's right.
Assume he said that with an apology as well. Wow, Eric Oncins proving himself in his fullest capacity.
He is in North Carolina mode right now, and that is great news.
Look at his court positioning at the end of that point.
Christian, you just take a look. Just watch back there.
Alshon says, hold my beer, I can do it too. From the backhand in the middle of the court.
Yeah, and returning to Oncins is not working. Let's see where they put it. Before Staksrud said at least throw it in the middle so there's some indecision as to who takes it. Do switch it to Alshon and he drops it, and even that's a disaster. So 6-zip.
For many, so far, so good. Rangers playing in their second event only in the Major League Pickleball schedule. They have a total of 5, but they've only had a 4-match sample size. Only 1 loss in that sample size to the Columbus Sliders.
Yeah, the only match they won against the Sliders was the men's match.
Great job, great job.
But all the other matches they lost were 2-pointers within that particular one. So they've been right there.
Oh my! Eric Oncins stealing the show. Ridiculous athleticism on display.
Yeah.
0-7-2.
Darn right you traded for me.
And a finesse touch from Alshon to the backhand side of Staksrud, usually a coveted touch for him. This is looking ugly for the squeeze. Oh my.
Wills it up.
Pops up, and it's good. So good. Ooh, too much from Alshon after getting Orlando back to the baseline. Couldn't get back to the line.
Just
still
sick lob volley.
Great stuff, boys.
But then chose to let the reply to that bounce. Interesting.
7:02. The Rangers. Ooh, that's the speed up Alshon was looking for on Frazier.
And then the reach on Oncins.
Unbelievable.
8:02.
Short return. And Federico Staksrud gets that one out of there. Again, you see the effects of the mushier ball with that attempted drive of Oncins, usually a cannon going the other way. As effective, and Orlando hits the board. Is it too late, is the question. We'll see.
181.
Sneaky.
Ooh.
Sneaky Argentinian there.
Federico Staksrud, one of the best in the world because of that right there. Especially if you're new with us. FanDuel Sports Network from Florida. We welcome you and your eyeballs to Major League Pickleball, the team format of professional pickleball.
Squad needs to pick it up.
Yes, they do.
Second, third.
And I was just going to say, if there's anyone you can count on, it's Federico Staksrud. And a timely comment, but he is rising to the occasion for the team aspect of this game and knows he's not playing to the best of his ability at the moment. Ball back to the Rangers for 2.
8-2-1.
Oh,
Wow.
Staksrud was seemingly unfazed by the pace, but protected his face in the middle of that sequence.
They don't care if it's playing slow. They're going to make it play as fast as it possibly can here.
Oh, Dylan Frazier handling the pace that time. Staksrud sends the ball back.
Staksrud having a fun little conversation with Widgeon.
9-2-2.
Said, whoa. The Widgeon did. Fine. Something that it wasn't. Nice. Oh my. Wow. Imagine that's what a slam dunk looks like in pro pickleball. Christian Alshon torques it down.
I mean,
out of the air.
Little 8-year-old me wishing to grow up and be 6'4" someday. Oh.
Oh my.
Side out.
I mean, they're flying all over the place, and that is what they should be doing. What a lead.
2-10-1.
Orlando fights off 1 game point. We'll see where they go from here. Oh my, it's just too good from Alshon.
Yeah, just not sharp for Fed here.
All out of sorts. Side of the squeeze. Team that leads the premier level standings. Of 16 teams this year. That's a big deal. I know we're still early in the season, but
yeah, they have the most points. Their points per match, it would not be at the top, but they, you know, those are all games in hand. There we go.
11-2.
And that will do it for game 2. The Texas Ranchers run away with it. A prominent scoreline, 11-2. What a win from Christian Alshon and Eric Oncins, who had not played together since the start of the MLP campaign about a month ago. And these two are cruising. We've got mixed doubles coming up next. And before that, we invite a special guest to the booth. Tim Klitsch, one of the team owners for the Texas Ranchers, will be joining us in the booth to chat.
I am the biggest advocate.
100%. Tina Pisnik starting us off with first serve. This is the ace for the Orlando Squeeze. And Federico Staksrud had a lot to bounce back from. So far, so good. Why do you think Orlando chose the matchups the way that they did?
I think they thought they'd split, and then they feel great about a dream breaker, but that is a long way away now. They just got to get this win. I mean, I think they're like, I don't know if our best on best wins. Now their second best on best is going to have to win to get to a dream breaker. Because Alshon and Tuionetoa were money in Atlanta. They were amazing getting to the final. They ran into the very inspired Ben and Anna Lee, but otherwise they were terrific.
Wow, Lacy Schneemann, such a lively attacker.
When you have a win against Georgia and J.W. Johnson,
yeah,
that's pretty good. And we're going to get to see that matchup again if they match it up that way when the Ranchers and the Flash play later this week, which would be terrific.
I'm willing to bet that Georgia and J.W. Johnson have a chip on their shoulder and would welcome that opportunity to match up again.
0-2-1.
Oh, what a ball from Oncins, outer edge in the alleyway of Lacy Schneemann.
1-2-1.
Oncins again. Turns his body, keeps his paddle out in front, finds the middle opening.
This dude just is relentless.
2-2-1.
Oh, and that is dangerous when you have Oncins and the reach that he possesses and the defense of Tina Pisnik and the discipline too.
Yeah, and that squeezy mascot becomes a target, and Oncins just hit the one that Fed is wearing. He's jumping all over the place.
Talk about a player too that's hungry and motivated.
Oh yeah.
And a sponge when it comes to coaching in Oncins. That was a really nice pickup from DeWidget.
3-2-2.
Up. Oncins crushes it, but there's a foot fault on the way there.
He knew it before he hit the overhead. He's like, I don't want to hit this overhead. And then, well, I kind of need to because I'm about to look really bad if I don't. So interesting there. But I think Tina's just enjoying the heck out of playing with this enthusiasm.
She loves the youngsters. Played with Kwong last year. QD was a part of the roster. And takes that upon herself to be the stabilizer for the youngsters that join the team.
2-3-2.
And placement over power from Tina Pisnik. Gets up to the line beautifully and places her touch shots 3 times. Different spots. All back to the Ranchers for 2.
Lacy's supposed to do there because Fed jumps in front of her and then it's clobbered and he disappears.
4-2-1.
Oh, Schneemann had what she wanted, and Eric Oncins hangs on for the counter.
And Fed's not there because he jumped to fake the Ernie right there and then was hanging out waiting for the 5:15 bus that never showed.
Second serve.
And this is looking a lot like Columbus and Orlando before it, where the home teams are buoyed by the crowd. They're feeling extra motivation, and they look terrific, much like Orlando did when they played at home.
Orlando, again, has had more of a sample size, too. They were part of Columbus in that event a couple of weekends ago. So this is their third outing together, maybe hitting that midseason.
Into the rest of the squad, and not in a good way, because they still have matches, the Fives and the Flash this weekend.
This will be a gut check for the Squeeze.
Yes.
They can, and even if they don't have the success that they want, I'm curious to see how they come together as a team after
7-2-2.
this event from a coaching perspective. Oh, drop volley. Oncins is there. Oh, my.
Oh, and he tried to, I don't know, tried to take a fan from a fan and fan it over. That did not work.
2-7-1.
Crafty play from Staksrud.
Second serve.
Oh, just nothing is clicking. Ever since it was 9-7, the Squeeze ladies, everything has gone the Ranchers' way.
Yeah, and that game one goes a different direction, and the Squeeze very well could have won this match. Instead, you're looking at a confident home team in the Texas Ranchers. Fell short the end of 2024. Felt like they're coming back this year to reclaim what they felt slipped away from them last year, which was the title.
Wow, I mean, that's a Lacy layup right there. She's right on it. Tui just a tad late. Everything's a tad something, and it's not a tad good.
Stop play. That's a service warning. 2 straight on.
Eric, you're playing great. You get in trouble with the teacher. I mean, it's the last day of school, dude. Come on.
First warning of the match so far for Eric Oncins. Federico Staksrud checking in with Onisha, clarifying exactly when it would be a fault. Should be the next one.
Look at Tina.
Oh my, and she's there too. Oh, this is Tina Pisnik's show. 8-3, the Texas Ranchers lead.
I mean, there is nothing better than when you're the one that tracks it down and then you get the just silky winner. I mean, what an athlete. Yeah, Eric Oncins, way whoop-de-doo. He jumps through the air. I just sprinted from the base.
Love it. Western royalty strong here in this sport. Miss return for Orlando. And this is just not the best outing we've seen from the Squeeze.
9-3-1.
Finally a miss from Tina Pisnik, who has been lights out. Mentioned that career-ending injury she had in professional tennis. Top 30 in the world at that point. Wow, it's wide, but what a move.
Side out.
Shimmy and shake by Eric Oncins. Staksrud loading back up. Last hope here for the Squeeze. Nice spot for Schneemann. Drop volley, and she's on it again. You kidding me? Tina Pisnik. How many drop volleys has she tracked down in this one alone?
And that was after tracking down the lob before it right there. She is fantastic.
Yep.
And she's the greatest human being, has ever come so much.
Yes.
And is just getting great joy out of playing for this team and playing this sport.
Second pro career, essentially.
Yeah.
Steve, how many people can say they've played 2 pro sports in their lifetime? Most people are lucky enough not even to say 1.
Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, and Tina Pisnik. Let's go. Oh.
Wow.
Side out.
Eric Oncins.
Yep. I want to see if on Monday we are seeing the same
9-4-1.
level of domination. Very possible.
Second serve.
Lobs are on point from Lacy.
Yeah.
9-4-2.
The heat factor for sure. Come Monday, how sustainable is the level?
Point.
And Staksrud's body language says it all. The Ranchers take back their first game point and match point with it.
10-4-2.
This would secure a regulation win for the Ranchers. Eric Oncins cues the crowd and steals the match on his terms. 11-4, game 3 in the books.
And Fed might want to get a Sharpie and sign that paddle and find Mr. Klitsch. My goodness, just demolition here.
Wow.
But I still think Pisnik doesn't make those couple of saves in the women's match, and we're talking about a whole different animal here.
Tina Pisnik, in my mind, is the MVP of this regulation win. What a start for the home team. Game 4 is next. They've clinched. Tuionetoa will start us off with first serve to Samantha Parker. Some intentional volleys and an overhead to start for Dylan Frazier. Ball right back to the squeeze.
Because everything we said about Etta and Christian holds true, but if you beat them, that's a lot of confidence even though you lose the match.
That's a good point. Especially for a duo that needs it. New together this season, have never played mixed doubles together ahead of the MLP season that debuted in Orlando a month ago. Down it goes again. Dylan Frazier commanding the pace.
Yeah, and this is just the reality of the partners you can get on the Carvana PPA Tour. Sam Parker wouldn't be in this discussion.
Right.
She deserves to be, but she wouldn't be.
That's the opportunity.
Yeah, now you get the chance. And she has had a very good start to the year and does not look out of place at all.
2-0-2.
29th through June 1st.
Because this just keeps, it's like compound interest for Sam. More people see her play. Hey, she almost beat Etta and Tina. Okay.
Wow.
It just keeps coming back.
Inspired defense from Tuionetoa, and the Ranchers bench erupts.
I mean, get the lassos out there, fired up here.
1-2-1.
Tina Pisnik, stingy defense out there.
What the heck?
Somebody from the crowd said something. What they playing on?
I think they said fault. We had a pause in this point. I've never seen that before.
Oh, and a tough one.
Crowd cannot cause a distraction. Crowd cannot cause a distraction.
And Onisha saying that the crowd cannot cause a distraction. So if it does not come from the voice of Onisha Smith, play on. What that means. still a tough outside.
That was
Noise,
wild,
yeah.
because everybody just looked at each other.
For a second I heard.
And it had an Onisha tone to it. Wasn't exactly the teacher barking, but there was we were in that general vicinity. I would have stopped.
To be fair, I heard it as well. I understand both sides of the equation, and to Onisha's point,
that's not her problem.
No,
that's
it's
the
not.
rule. So it's unfortunate, but the crowd is the crowd. Now, Onisha could have somebody thrown the heck on out of here, too, if they keep doing it.
Don't mess with Onisha because she will.
Oh.
1-2-2.
Uh-oh. Just can't have it carry over, because that's clearly what happened there.
Come on, let's go. 2-1-1.
Slapper from Dylan Frazier.
Yeah, that's where Alshon went with finesse, and it got thrown back at him, and then
3-1-1.
wrong shot right after that. Don't need no stinking finesse.
Let's go. 3-1-2.
Wow, that was just not clean at all. And they get away with it. Wow. Everything's working for the Ranchers. I mean, that was gross return.
Sounded hollow.
Yes.
1-3-1.
Oh, no. And right when it got there, I think she saw Christian Alshon.
Second serve.
But Etta Tuionetoa didn't get there. And this is how chill this team is here. The Widgeon's not down on a knee or intensely watching. He's just sitting on the bleachers here, taking in a Friday afternoon sporting event as if he has nothing invested in it.
They got to save some energy for the Dallas Flash tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That match is going to be epic.
And they play the fives. I mean, they've got everybody's. It's a round robin as far as the schedule, which is fantastic.
So everybody gets to play each other at least once, or only once. Ooh, it was pretty for Parker, just a bit deep.
I think she was surprised that she earned that, and then it was on her too quick and didn't hit through it, just spun it and well deep.
3-1-2.
Oh.
Wow.
Tommy season and filth to go with it. That's ridiculous.
The kitchen, we got it there. Let's go. 1-3-1.
Tommy is when you take the paddle to the other side and hit a forehand with the backhand.
Ooh.
It's fun for cars. Oh, no way.
That was sick from Christian Alshon. Are you kidding me? Take another look. How do you do it, Dave?
Well, Dylan Frazier went for the scorpion on his right shoulder, and it went buzzing by the other side of the tower. What a shot.
Curled that inside out from his ankles, did Alshon. Dylan Frazier does one better on Alshon.
I mean, Etta made all her resets, Christian.
Let's go, 2-3-2.
back for Parker again, almost an identical sequence to what she had a moment ago.
Yeah, and it's unreal. She is earning so many of these forehands in all her matches. She's just got to find a way to make them.
Monstrous again from Christian Alshon. And the Ranchers steal a 1-point advantage in game 4.
I mean, Tim went to a broom closet to find that, so wants to put it to good use.
He owns the place. He knows where they're all hiding.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's use that home court advantage, including your props.
Come on, let's go Ranchers right here.
And spoiler alert, we are going to have the largest cowbell in the world brought to this very vicinity.
How big?
16 feet. 16 feet up in the air tomorrow outside of Grandstand. That's like 30 days.
How many L shots?
2.
5-3-2.
What a spot.
Again, 6-3-2.
Just like that.
Yeah, because look at what C.J. Klinger just did, winning a men's doubles title. So he and Diescu are going to be a handful.
Well, and consider the fact that Alshon and Oncins beat that team. What does that say about their potential? How about that, Ernie, to get us back from break? Christian Alshon, athletic specimen himself.
So I think they're definitely in the mix. They beat this team already this year, did the sliders, so they have scoreboard already.
Yep.
Wow. The only challenge for the Ranchers is their ladies in a dream breaker. So there's so much pressure for them to get out the 4-3-1.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because any of those top teams I mentioned are throwing 1, if not 2, monsters in singles at you.
Point. Yeah. 9-3-2.
You're there. Come on.
So they know that. They know their team construction is that. They would love to be able to sneak
3-9-1.
Helena Fink in there if they got to a dream breaker, but that is not the case.
That would be kind of an interesting shift if that could ever happen, where you could utilize your 6th player in that instance.
Yeah, it's like your closer in baseball. He's only thrown 1 inning, but he's still on the team. So I think that could happen someday. Because then your team makeup changes. I mean, I wonder if they'd do something radical, knowing even though Tina and Etta are so much better, would they throw her in there trying to get to 2-2? I doubt it, but they at least have an idea, an option there, because she's a terrific singles player. As is Michael Loyd. Like, not that Alshon and Oncins aren't, but they have singles for days on their bench. And the bad news for the squeeze here is this was the storyline. This is what I wrote before the match, and now this is exactly what has happened. They need to make sure it doesn't happen 3 more times. They're going to be favored against Miami, but the other 2, they will be underdogs.
Persevered in that role so far to start the season a couple of times. Haven't been too battle tested, but projected a few times to be the underdogs. We'll see. It's a taller task ahead for sure.
Just unbelievable volley on the run, because Flashy gets all the attention, but to just drop that in the kitchen there on the dead sprint from Etta, that's terrific.
Nice spot for Frazier.
The other interesting thing we'll watch as the week goes on is lifetime ball was used in Atlanta, bouncier. Now we've got 96, 97, 98 degrees heat with the back to the Vulcan ball, which is the official ball of Major League Pickleball by DoorDash. So just, again, those little refinements matter when you're only playing one game to 11.
Federico Staksrud was not a fan of the ball last weekend.
I believe he was very public about it.
I believe he later then deleted that public statement. But who's counting? The Ranchers certainly aren't. Game point for the clean sweep over the Orlando Squeeze.
10-5-1. Second serve.
Point number 2.
10-5-2. Side out.
Down it goes. And 2 game points staved off by the Squeeze.
Coming to you.
Let's go. Perfect. Come on, Ranchers! Let's go!
5-10-1.
Oh dear. Wow. Just blew a tire. I mean, nothing was going the way of the Squeeze here. I'm glad he's all right.
Yeah, me too.
That's scary when you see just, when there's not pressure on the movement and then I see somebody, that's worrisome, but no worse for wear.
Point.
Right here.
Slowly accumulating points.
6-10-2.
A 2.
Side out.
Wanted it down the line on Alshon. No dice for Parker. Game point number 3 now for the Texas Ranchers.
10-6-1.
Such a direct take from Etta. Oh my, Tuionetoa has the soft stuff and the power too. What'd you like about the last sequence?
I love the aggressive cut dink, and then when she got a chance to unload on a two-handed backhand out of the air, she did. Etta has been terrific.
Up on Torrey Championship Court, a 4-game sweep over the Orlando Squeeze, and it all started with that women's doubles game. Tina Pisnik, your defense saved that game, which ultimately propelled your team forward for the next 3 games to steal this one. What inspired your performance here today? You were lights out and barely missed.
The fans, the spectators. Big shout out to them. Thanks for the support, guys. But yeah, I mean, I had a few good defense shots at the end of the game. I don't think I played clean to start the game, but I think that those few points that I was able to keep us in the point turned the match around and set up the tone for the rest of the match.
Eric, you get traded into this squad, and this is a team that pushes all the chips into the table, Texas Hold'em style. What's it like to play for this team, and what are you feeling with the energy around so that you can play your best?
I mean, honestly, we have a great fan base out here, especially in Austin, and our ownership group is amazing. I couldn't be more happy to be here with them and with my teammates, always carrying me through the matches, on and off the court. And yeah, I mean, we came in with a game plan, we executed, we played really well. I felt like I was executing my shots, and then we came with the win.
Yeah, well, it's a big deal to get a win over a player like Federico Staksrud in mix and Lacy Schneemann nonetheless. So, Eric, what do you like the most about playing playing with Tina? What kind of stability and maturity does she provide for your game to play free there on the left?
Well, I know, I can't even call her a player. I mean, it's like a wall. She's making every ball, like I can play as free as I can. Like I mess up, I'm like, oh shit, you know? And then like the ball is coming back, I was like, oh, we're back on, you know? And then like, I feel like I can play as free as possible, and that matches well with my game style.
How does it feel to be the something Tina player over there?
It's okay, as long as he puts the next one away, we're good.
It's like getting the lob, getting the drop shot. I'm like, just watch. I'm like, okay, my turn.
They don't know that 44 is new 22.
Yeah.
It sure looked like it today. Tina, give us a sense for when you look at this weekend. You're the home team. There's a lot of great teams here. How do you compartmentalize one day from another? Because there are some big matches ahead for you guys.
Yeah, we go one match at a time, one practice at a time, one lunch at a time. You know, it's important for us to eat.
Get that barbecue.
But yeah, it's literally 1 point at a time. And yes, we have a game plan, but we have to stay present. We have to stay in the moment and execute what the plan is, and you know, and then hope it goes our way like it did today.
Well, you're going to need that mentality, especially for some Saturday night pickleball tomorrow night against the Dallas Flash, arguably your biggest competition of the weekend, Tina. So what is the most exciting part about this high level of competition for your team tomorrow night?
It's just exciting to play good pickle, play against top teams, against top players, and having the atmosphere, playing on the home courts, and having the crowd behind us all the way.
All right, you two. Well, congratulations starting the Texas Ranchers campaign out in a hurry here in Austin with a clean sweep and a victory, no less. We're going to step aside for just a moment. When we return, the Florida Smash taking on the California Black Bears. You don't want to miss